Does anybody feel like me? Show of hands. I don't need a lot, I just wanna find my peace. Yeah, why you throwing rocks? Oh, you wanna kill my dreams? Okay, tell me everything I'm not. You think I didn't know those things? Always been a little lost and I still might be. Life's hard, but it's okay. Watching the comments feels like I'm at a court date. How could I complain with a house like this and a car like that in the driveway? Half of what I say kinda feels like a dream that I'm gonna wake from someday. Wishing that I pray a little more often and put more time into my fate. Travel in my brain, whoa, might find damage and no grace. Things that I hold on to, but I won't say. Things that I won't let go, so I chain my soul to the heartbreak. Having a nice day, that's not an average in my case. Don't like cameras in my face, glamour, it's all fake. Love my job, but it might seem odd that I'm here cause I hate fame. Yeah, pain might get to me, throwing threats at me. They can't tell, disconnecting me. It's affecting me, hide that well. They'll write checks to me, but don't check on me. Find myself always questioning what comes next for me. I can't be the only.
Can't be the only one who's lonely tonight. No, I can't be the only.
Yeah, if you made a list of people that you trusted, would you put your name down? Do you know who you are? When you look at life and you talk about yours, do you feel proud? Are you leaving a mark or scared to make a bad impression, so you just go hide in the dark, living and playing the part, knowing regret will come back up tomorrow? That's what it does, ain't it? Don't know what we're chasing, but we all do it. Just a part of life, I guess we're all foolish, running after what we think will make us happy till it falls through, and then we find out later it ain't what we wanted, so we give up on it, then we pile the garbage, and we watch it grow and find a drug to numb it, till we hit the point that we can barely function. Am I motivated? Is my music dated? Would I be the same if I was medicated? Even therapists say I need medication. I avoid it though because I'm scared to take it. Am I the only one that has a loaded gun? It's full of doubts and memories to overcome, and I complain about them when they shoot at me, but I know truthfully I like to load them up and let them. That's so sad to see, that's so sad to see. I need help, they talk passively, then come after me. By myself, lost that half of me. God, there has to be someone else, don't feel bad for me. I just can't believe that I'm the only.
Can't be the only one who's lonely tonight. No, I can't be the only. There's gotta be somebody out there. There's gotta be somebody somewhere who needs company, and it's comforting to know. There's gotta be somebody out there. There's gotta be somebody somewhere who needs company, and it's comforting to know. I can't be the only one who's lonely tonight. No, I can't be the only. Can't be the only one who's lonely tonight. No, I can't be the only.
Well, sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive.
Yo, how's it going, everybody?
Out of me, the love.
Happy Monday, everybody. How's everybody's weekend? What's up, Toby? Hey, Shloki. How you doing? Hey, Mom. What's up, Fruit? How's everybody doing? What's up, Agu? What's up, Cookie? How's everybody? How are we all doing? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Had to work a lot. Oof. Yeah, we've been chipping away at some stuff. I was supposed to get some news and it never happened. So I gotta inquire now. start a new job next Monday, so I have a week off. Nice, Nico. Congrats on the new job, by the way. That's hype, dude. Daxton, appreciate the follow, by the way, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Crazy thing, the major's already here. Chat, you guys see the news? The universal decal. Major came so quick, hope Infuriate doesn't do their silly team things. And what do you mean by that, Daily? Awful hectic design. There's a video on Twitter of the guy who made it, and he made like a universal decal with it. And alright. Gosh, on the unofficial TV2 major. It's already over, Samuel. We watched it on Friday. That is a lag spike and a half. Subby. Yeah, the unofficial TV2 ended on Friday. So let us sponsor the prize pool with decals, Sonics. Yeah, Ninipin. I don't know if you saw, but the CEO or the COO over at Williams at Resolve, Williams, who won the whole thing. BDS did. I think Exotic and Drawley won over Seiko and Juicy, or no, maybe Seiko and Juicy won. Or was it Drawley and Exotic? It was either BDS or Mates. I forget which one. It was BDS. Okay. Yeah, I think they won, like, it was pretty close. What's up, Fert? How you doing? It was a lot closer than I think people expected. I mean, a lot of Americans didn't sign up. The only NA team was Gen G, I think. And they got out second round. They had a reverse sweep to make it. What did the Resolve guy said? Oh, yeah. So Jeff from Resolve was like, by the way, we were told that a percentage of these major decal skins were going to go towards the top teams. Like, he was saying that apparently they were told by Epic that the decals that they put out for events were supposed to go towards teams attending the majors. So we'll see. When's the 4v4 tourney? Hopefully never. Chaos mode just does not work on this map. There's not enough boost. Map's way too small. It's the same issue I have with hoops. That was such a bad shot. I thought I demoed that guy. Someone's got a chalet. Can't sit and watch that. Do my predictions and somehow... Hold on, I'll read that in a sec. There we go, boys. Did my predictions. Somehow got BDS versus Gen G mates. It's Oxygen Falcons to G2. Kind of all but my favorite. Yeah, I'm surprised that ended up working out. People in Diamond is getting more and more mechanical. Yeah, but their game sense and their boost management is terrible. And they make so many mistakes. Randy, appreciate the follow. Sorcery, appreciate the follow as well. Welcome to the channel. Sophisticated mama. Ah. Dang. A boost. Seen people hit double resets. Yeah, but do they like hit the ball on target? That was so weird. It didn't roll up either. Beat him. I will take that free goal. When am I going to do predictions? We're going to let people trickle in a little bit. Most people usually don't show up for at least like 15-20 minutes, so we're just chilling in the meantime, hanging out with you guys. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? That was such a bad 50. Uh-oh. I thought I had it. I was gonna monkey it a little bit, but that works. All these touches are so not okay. I think golds are better than golds 4 years ago. 1000%, yeah. I mean, there's been natural progression in the ranks. That's just how the game works, man. I mean, everybody's gotten naturally better. Like the community as a whole. That's just how it works. God, these challenges and these turns on these 50s are putting me in a really rough spot. Damn, that sucks, Tyler. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Dang, couldn't reach it. What a weird touch. That's so bad. You guys hunting for demos? Oh, it's a free goal. No, why'd you touch it? I wanted to hit it light. But I like haven't been able to get involved in this game at all. Nice beat. Smart double demo.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
Yo, what up, Valen? Back mid. Right idea. Just off target. Get clear. That's... I don't have the boost to pinch that. Demis predictions? Nope, we're just waiting for people to trickle in, Valen. Appreciate the subs. 11 months, almost a year. We're just in our first place. We just cut and run from this place, and it's garbage landlord. Big exciting. At least you got out of it, man. Closing on the first house, though. That's exciting, dude. That's insane. Watch a lot of RLCS, and I tend to do stuff differently, catching players off guard. This is I'm at 3. I mean... I hope it's working for you. I don't know how long you've been playing, but... I mean, Diamond is the... like, where everybody is, right? That's like where a majority of the player base is, isn't it? I forget where the bell curve is. Do you remember VVV tourneys? Yeah, of course, man. That's how I got my start. What's up, Hubba? Been playing since 2021. I mean, you're getting there. I don't think OG will make it out of group stages, but as an OG fan, I'm hoping for top placement. Yeah, I have a feeling that this event's going to be pretty weird. From what I've been hearing about scrims, Falcons looks probably the best. BDS, Vitality, Mates looks pretty decent. Genji's going even in some stuff. I don't think the London decal looks bad. It's definitely very busy though. It's also animated. So I spent a few hours catching up. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thanks for watching the vids, dude. Yeah, we've got predictions today. There's 2 videos already scheduled for the next 2, so we'll put out predictions before matches happen. Man, what are these queue times? One good thing about Genji is that Jack has been in the UK for the past week or 2. Yeah, a lot of those EU guys went over early to spend time with family. And they're probably going to stay there after the event too. 1, for hanging out with friends and family, and 2, because of the Esports World Cup. How do I know about scrims? I know coaches and pros. And I talk to them. Dang it. That was a bad touch. I'm glad he won that. Look at him in bed. Yikes. Good. That's gonna come right back to us. Just he fake child for whatever reason. I don't know why that guy fake child. Wonder where it's safe. Please hit that to me. Nice. Force a double commit. We should be at advantage. In that? Nice. There we go. What rank is this? Champ 3, nothing special. Saw the video of OG in London from their Twitter. I'm just any more Midwestern. I mean, maybe. Tom's from Florida though. The amount of things we would have learned about RLCS drama over the years if this man was a sellout. What do you mean? The plug, y'all didn't know? Oh, yeah. Please get back in time for that 50. Ah, shit. This is going to be a free shot. Oh, thank God they whiffed. Whew. That guy had a free goal. Let's call it what it was. No. Big 50. Back to me. My teammate's behind me. I can hear him. I thought he wanted to sweep it and take it. Means you don't burn bridges. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we try not to. That's a big flick. My teammate go. Rude. Stop. He also took the boost. Shit. Just lob it back downfield. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you just kind of got to keep close to your chest. That's going to be a miss. I got to get out of here. I have no boost. Teammate. Corner's not where we want to go, but... Free shot. Jesus. All right, I'm going to rotate far. Big fake. Nice save, actually. Big clear again. Wait for his touch. His teammate's gonna get it too. Wow. Did not expect that. Back to mid. Almost. Yeah, low boost, so I want. Might want to put a pinned message or mods. For what? Can't be reading chat and driving in circles. I'm gonna die. Clear. You haven't done predictions yet? I mean, it's fine. Bardowski. Almost. People, I mean, it's the same thing as having a title, right? People will come in and be like predictions, and then I'll be like, title's updated, boys. Always calculated, Tyler. Even the whiffs are on purpose. Nice. But yeah, predictions haven't started yet, man. We're just kind of chilling until people kind of pack in. What's up, Welch? Hey, Mercury. he has power winning. How'd you know? Yeah, we'll get the predictions once stream gets around a little bit, but anybody who's been in the stream for a while knows we kind of keep it pretty chill to start. Before I get into my predictions, chat, who do you guys have win it if you had to pick one team? Just kind of see where you guys are at mentally. G2, BDS. It's no from YouTube. Sidekick here. I appreciate it. Welcome over, dude. Good to have you. Why not root for a dog dog? Room for OG to pull off a miracle run. Respect it. What rank am I? GC, but right now we're playing threes. We're in champ 3. We started champ 2 in placements and are up probably like a good like 150 MMR, something like that. Do exclamation point rank, it should pull up a stat tracker page. Cool, space station went on a run. I think space station's definitely not being talked about all that much, which is crazy considering how good they are. Shit. Go back up with it. Nice. Back to me. That was a terrible touch. This is dangerous. Oh god. All these touches have been so bad so far. That one was good. Free shot mid. Nice. Let's go, boys. Neutral kickoff. They're going to get possession on this. That's a goal. Unless I can somehow save it, which I can't. I've touched threes all season. Can't be a champ. Freeze is a pretty rough spot. Threes is not a... Until you get to like 16, 1700, threes is pretty rough. Dude, what is this Narcos guy doing? This Narcos guy always feels like he's playing slower than Molasses. He's trying to get that guy to pinch it with me. As much as I want to take that. Oh my god, he's back too. Try to high shell. Alright, pluck some pads. He's got one more. Got two more. It's over the top, and he missed. And there's no boost over here. Still no boost. A fake shell, get possession. This. Narcos, look alive, buddy. Oh, fuck. That's dangerous. Don't like that. Woo! Bad recovery is bad. Cut that off in the midfield. No problem. I'm good, Mushroom. How you doing, man? That was chaos embodied. Be better. Know that feeling, dude. Know that feeling. I think everybody's kind of going through some shit right now. Nice save. Corner and middle. He's already getting position for it. So we delay. That's going to be a free shot. Good. Yeah, and everything we do is calculated, chat. Aw. Because no one got into this yet. Nobody in position for a shot. Rip. Three's so crazy. And just see one of the threes. I just didn't play threes. Threes was just, I don't know. It was never something that appealed to me. The gameplay was just, I don't know. Only time I like threes is if I'm playing with other people. See, goddamn it, dude. What's up, Marauder? How you doing, man? I mean, if Falcons was to concede game one, that'd actually be pretty crazy. It was actually a good pass back from Narcos. Shit. 512 boost. And it's enough. Narcos. Narcos, please. Taking. He's pre-jumping. You don't double those? Told you. That was scary. Stop, Archangel. That was actually really scary. Oh my god. Just patient waiting for Midget. Yeah, same thing. Like, we're all just kind of at that point waiting for that moment, you know? There's been bullshit. O2 on predictions. RIP. How did the Scotland game end? I saw Scotland was down pretty heavily with a red card, and they had like a lot to go. Ouch. 5-1, that's painful. He's got no boost. Nice shot. Hey, Sarv. You aren't saying could be better. What are you doing? I need to copy that. Yeah. Pretty much. See, like that touch from that Z Navy guy needs to be close. He needs to not boom that. Back mid, free shot for our teammate if he's there. He gets dusted and now they have a free counter. They're just better. Rip. This is the weird thing about when you start getting to like the GC area is the balance of game. Where the fuck are you going? The like contrast of what you get in teams is wild. Sometimes you'll get like the most cracked player you've ever seen, and then other games you'll get, you know, baby's first Rocket League game, and you're like, what, how did we get from here to there, you know? Loan up 3 so I can get out of champ. Hey man, with placements you got this. Yeah, it's like there's so much contrast in the teammates and the level of skill you get. Jesus, that bounced hard. We can launch that mid. Try it again. Turn on it, teammate. And he's not there yet. Wait for this guy's touch. Backboard high. Free shot. Another free shot. Yes, sir. Even if I don't get any assists, I'll set shit up all day, dude. All right, we go back right because the diagonal. Teammates. I thought that guy was going to chow more aggressively. I'm okay with a big clear. We'll take mid boost. He's got their corner if he needs it. Demo to give us possession. I tried to soft touch that, so my teammate, he's got a challenge. He can't give him space. That was bad. It's going to come right back. Nice. Way to be backboard cover. See if I can demo this last guy. Nope. He cut in really hard. Probably glad I didn't touch that. If I do, it's probably just going to lead for them. Take 50. I'm going to wait. Stay patient. Not yet, Sita. We got some time still. That was a bad shot. I should have kept it and went for a solo pop based on location. But we've got pressure right now and boost control. Wait for his touch. Oh, that's in mid. That's dangerous. We'll cut it off. Oh. Great idea. He's got to turn. 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 Even if you got no boost there, chat, just by being there, you're in a good position to cause disruption. And that's all you really need to do. I'm being bumped like crazy. Holy shit. This game's really chippy. When's the major? Thursday. My first touch on that was abysmal. That could have been a goal if he put it on target. Savage serve. Teammate behind me. Teammate behind me? What happened? What's up, Jiva? Oh, God. Dang it. It was a bit clear. Just nobody there to receive it. Oh, my God. What are these high touches? He's got it. Okay. You can just let it go, I guess. So you're saying there's a chance. Tyler, like, you don't need to do anything special to win games. I'm telling you. No, you're supposed to cheat up, dude. Yikes. That's like some of the crazy stuff though that you see is like even in Champ 3 people still don't know how to properly cheat, kickoffs, anything like that. It's wild.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
What did the horse say after tripping in a pothole? Help, I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
God damn it, Wendy. Wendy, thank you for the 86 months. Here's another one. Get ready for it.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
What do you call a French man wearing sandals? Philippe Phallop.
God damn it, you two. Wendy, Lola, appreciate the continued support, both of you. You guys got some love and chat for the mods that honestly make this stream possible. I miss that. I hate everything, and I suck. Zach could have just shot that on target. That would have been cool. Play it high because there's a guy in target. He read it. Okay. Try to go for the bump. See if we can go for another. Fuck. Thank you. Start late 2020. You know, always go time without plan because of life. Yeah. I mean, realistically, man, I used to be really good a long time ago. And then the game got really stale. So I stopped playing. And now it's just like, hey, I'm just showing people that you can still hit GC in this rank with not doing the flip resets or the ceiling shots or the crazy things. And it's like every once in a while I'll hit one, but reality is hit the ball hard on target with good positioning and you will rank up. Should I practice my flicks and my shots and, you know, things like that? 100%. But realistically, just by playing smart, you will be better than a majority of people in this game. Taking. Oh, I'm super excited for this major more than any other one. Yeah, I'm curious on why that might be. I mean, the competition... God damn it. Competition should be pretty good. I was not ready for that. I know I don't have any boost pads. Please don't take that. My guy. This Zakish guy seems competent. Oh, I wanted one more. I'm playing dumb fast and Mikey. Hell yeah. Hey man, a full monkey sometimes works. One more pop. He's gonna get beat. I'll take it though. Let's see if I can find a demo on this guy. I don't have the angle anyway. Rotate back because that's where he is. Flick big. Boop. We're just gonna sit behind it and play 50s. That's it. Should buy enough time for my teammates to get in position, make a save. He's got a free shot. We'll hit him with a great pass. His memes. And they forfeit. That's GG. Tactical fakes like that help. Hell yeah. It's tough to read, isn't it? A thief. I don't know what you're talking about. I secured that goal. I did everything to make it happen. I'm the best. Maybe because my team actually made it. Also want to see Dawkins. I think a lot of people have been excited to sit and watch and are looking forward to seeing what SSG can do in international waters. Apparently that wasn't a flip reset. I can't say I do off the top of my head, Tyler. Or maybe I do. If I You're talking about like a video that's a huge meme from back in the day. Then I think so. It was awful. Like, I'm the best. I think that's the song. Nice doink. Free jump it. Taking. No. I'm just gonna rotate out. It's not worth. Ooh, leg spike. Yeah, I mean, OG YouTube was the best, dude. Like that. Those clears are not good. There's no need to go for that shit. Like, there's no pressure on him. If he would just take a solo air dribble bounce or something like that, he'd have a much better shot opportunity. Oh, I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. That was a weird turn. I don't know why I came in so aggressive. I should just play that slow. I could have taken that to that wall and been fine. Got majorly triggered by the fact that I harassed the whole time because you're a girl, so I'll just stick to. Dang it. You talking in Rocket League, Lola, or what? Nice. Not nice. I guess it's a 2v2. Which I'd much rather play anyway, so. Unless I get bullied by these. Yeah, I was confused for a second. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, okay. Too hard of a cut. A little bit of give and go though. I guess they broke their rule. My angle of approach was terrible. No. Is that on target? Close. I'm gonna dodge demos. On target. Please be there, dunk it. No. There we go, finally. Not yet, Daniel. We'll do them here in probably the next 10 minutes. That sounds good with everybody. Oh, I'm gonna be late to that kickoff. Ooh. Guy has me in position, ready to like dribble it past, and he's like, you know what? We'll pinch this back towards our own net. That's the idea. Double it. You can beat the guy. Nope, not the guy. Ugh. Whew. First time catching gameplay stream. Yo, what up? Hey, man. Welcome to stream. Good to have you. I just got baited so hard. That guy, no child. That's an open net. We gotta take the quick cut. Yeah. Should be enough time. All right. I don't know why I challenged for so far. Also, that guy did not have any intentions of hitting that ball, did he? Zach, I believe. Please, no free shots. Please. I'm the GOAT. I'm so fucking good at this video game. That was a very interesting way to win that game. That was nuts. Whew. Wow, those guys are doing their placements. And so that Y1WA guy is the same rank I am, and the other two are less than 900, like 1,000 MMR, which is like pretty low. Yeah, Zakic, great pass, dude. Zakic, I don't know what rank you are, but you actually passed the ball. It's very nice. Way to keep that one alive, man. High plat, low diamond. Yeah, apparently those teammates were high plat, low diamond. I mean, it felt like it. Shit was chaos. Car, hello. Hi GC1, but I'm pretty much stuck here. Know that feeling, man. Threes is a rough breed, man. I don't recommend if I were you ever solo queuing. Yeah, we played like 1900 MMR games with a semi-pro, and tanked our MMR down to like 1300, and it has been it's been a time grinding back out, to say the least. Champ 2 is a special breed. I'll just put that out there for everybody. Wolf with solo queue. To me, it's just pure immense hatred. Solo queue is just, I don't know. I think the worst thing about queuing threes though is you get two people who are queued up together and then they gang up on you, or they are like, hey, we're playing twos, you just happen to be someone here. What's up, Bob? How goes the grind? All right, chat, after this one we'll do predictions. Uh-oh. Attacks on the other team. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Oh, God. Hey, clear. We'll take it. This teammate is not going to go. Please be there. Hell yeah. Good job, boys. I was really hopeful for a voice chat, but it was a pretty big letdown. Yeah, I think a lot of us were pretty excited. I think the biggest issue, like as a streamer, when I can't just easily toggle on and off voice chat, I can't use it. Like I don't want to go into my settings every single time I need to enable or disable. Like I want a hard mute option at all times, things like that. And I think that came out eventually, but whew. Decent clear. He's driving backward. Okay. Back to me. Back to him. He's not going to go. Okay. Now, hopefully he clears that back in downfield. He didn't even hit it. Okay. Let's not just have to go on target. I can't go. It's triple commit. That I can go for. Let's see if we can double. Nope. Messed up my touch. That is a high pop. We got to get out. Boost? Yeah. Please win that. Heck yeah. We going. That's ceiling. It didn't hit ceiling. That sucks. I want to get that guy. I got him. Almost a good shot. I want to chow this. Okay. Good block. Oh, as I had that shot. Oh god. Don't bully. You win those? What's his touch? That's a free shot. Why is nothing played downhill? I don't understand. He's gonna get dunked. Bounce. Whew. Alright, we gotta get back post and close. He's gotta win that. Good enough. It's off target. Nice. Should allow us to settle. Chat knows how I haven't gotten like 100 boosts in a really long time. They double commit. Please be there for that. Ugh. What's up, Luca? Hey, bud. Just gonna go in and play a little bit of bully ball. Trying to get out of this guy's way. I'm getting bumped off this ball so much. Get off me. No. Just camping the net at this point. That's fair. I want to go for that, but Zach's already got wall. Luckily he whiffed. Play to the side where it's safe. That's dangerous. Flick. Nice. That's a goal. That's a game. Sir. Nice. We out. Started a little rough this morning, but ended up coming back. What's up, yes? Need a minute. Slowly gaining MMR, chat. Slowly gaining that MMR. Poll? Pirates on a log? Must be. I used to like VC games, but then I found out how many 11, 13-year-olds that have. Fair. Very fair, dude. All right. We've got that website bracket we can pull up that everybody's been using. You guys haven't seen this? Yeah, that's what you guys all been waiting for, yo. What is this website? Bracket-RL. It's on the subreddit. Does YouTube not have auto commercials? Still benefit viewers here, so no it's up. Tyler, it does have auto commercials, but it just depends on music, disabled, and all that kind of stuff. It varies. Oh. Design, I've got my everything playlist on today, so it just depends on what hits. I've got a pretty diverse music taste, so it's kind of all over the place. Some days it's heavy as fuck. Some days it's folk pop. You know, you never know. I'm trying to think what looks best on stream. Let's do this. Let's not full screen it. There. That'll look best. Going well, Lawful. How you doing, man? How's this website compared to the spreadsheets Cody's doing? So the benefit of web-based, I think web-based stuff is easier. The difficulty though is because it's not sourced. It doesn't save anything. So like if I start, right, if I do this, and I hit F5, it resets. While the other one is a dedicated sheet that you save a copy of. So that becomes a little bit more complicated. So having the sheets is probably better. I don't know if Cody's sheet is done. If Cody's sheet is done, then I'm down to use that instead. But the difficulty with the difficulty that I have with sheets is that it loads so much and is very, very laggy. Like, Excel is not the pinnacle of efficiency, to say the least. Here. Like, this is loading the website, and this is a copy that's, like, directly used on mine. You know? Is she that takes major results and fills the world's prediction sheet in a different tab? Yeah. Yeah. It's very demanding, which is problematic. So, when's the major? Thursday. Starts Thursday. We don't know what time the broadcast is yet, which is problematic. But I'm going to assume it's going to be similar to EU last time. Square, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit different. We'll see how it goes. So the plan for this chat is we're going to fill this out together. We're going to take our time with it. We're going to enjoy it. No pressures or anything. After I'm done with filling it out, then I will do basically a quick version of this for a YouTube video that I'll post before majors go live on like Thursday, probably early morning Thursday. But if I had to guess, matches are probably going to start probably 10 a.m. local time for me, which is like 11 Eastern. But we'll see. I'm curious on how they're going to do the schedule. So, trying to make plans for friends to watch it. I don't even know what time it is. I mean, shit. Just tell your friends to tune into my stream and problem solved. I'm gonna miss most of the major. I open most of the week. Put it on the background and watch the day cruise by. You know. Any advice on overcoming leaving a long-term relationship? Was it? Did you leave on your own volition? Was it your decision? Was it a mutual decision? Was it one way or the other? Not going to the major? No, I'm not going to London. Unfortunately not, Daniel. It's too expensive. Mutual but tough. I think the mature answer to that, Spicy, is that you should be appreciative of the time you guys had together. There was love that was shared, and although it didn't work out, you can be appreciative of the lessons learned and the memories made. Sometimes, and that's about being a very mature person, is the reality is sometimes things don't work out, and that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. And while, yes, it sucks, and it's okay for it to suck, the reality is that it wasn't meant to be. And I'm glad you both came to that realization before it was too late. Because there's a lot of people nowadays that stay in relationships for a long period of time and they're fucking miserable. When the reality is everybody deserves happiness. Hopefully that provides a little bit of solace for you. What's up, Milk? How do you get the spreadsheet? Cody on Twitter has it. I forget his name. You bet, Spicy. Again, I've been through my fair share of heartbreak as well. So, I'm with you, dude. All right. Chat, we don't need to waste any time on that one. I think BDS is obviously one of the favorites. I think BDS realistically looks poised to potentially win the whole thing. I definitely have some concerns, but every time I have those concerns, they kind of get quelled because they go and win an event or they bounce back and look really solid. So I think we can all agree collectively that top 4 is a coin flip. Top 8's even a coin flip nowadays. There's some favoritism in top 8, but for the most part, in a BO7, dude, I don't know. Getting off of night shift tomorrow, not on schedule for Thursday, Friday, locked in for the night. Hell yeah, dude. Speaking of, okay, I don't know about you guys. Do you guys know about the banana bread video? Banana bread at work. Have you guys seen that video? So anytime someone says hell yeah, this is the only thing that I can think of.
Dude, I got some fucking banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah. My mom told me if I wait for things, like, good things will happen to me, dude. And fucking I waited for some things and I got some banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah. So it just goes to show that waiting for things is, like, worth it. But there's a lot of bad things in this world, dude. Like fucking skunks, dude. Hell no. Scratching your eye, but it's still fucking itchy, dude? Hell no. The fucking Cubs, dude? Hell no. Like getting paid not a lot of money, dude, for fucking working? Hell no. But banana bread at fucking work, dude? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
So anytime someone says hell yeah, that's all I can think of. I've got a loaf of banana bread downstairs. I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, anytime someone says hell yeah or like has that like tone to it, I'm just like, that's all I think about. Shit lives rent free in my head. Hell yeah. Banana bread at work, dude. Which I'm just saying, if you're having a shitty work day and someone comes in with like snacks or something, it is a bit of a pick me up. Wait, Lawler literally has banana bread at work, dudes. Yeah. We got my girlfriend's dad has a lot of free time, so all he does is bakes food shit, and it's like he always makes way too much, and he goes, "Here you guys go," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah." I think it deserves sweep. I'm here for it. I just think BDS is really, really good. I'm not here to dog on Mobula yet. Mobula, more like Morbius. Got him. That's about all you're gonna get out of me. But I feel like they're gonna be severely outclassed. Like, call it what it is. Maybe you'll take a game here or there in like 0-2 rounds. Like round 3 lowers, maybe you take a game or two, but realistically, when you can't hack it in your own region, you disappear for a while, and then you come in and you do it there. It's like kind of diminishes it for me. The question is, which of those bottom 4 matchups has the team come out slow? NG or Fury losing around 5, round 1. I don't know, man. I've seen, I mean, even the last major, you saw some teams like G2, Gen G, so on and so forth, go to round 5. Like, they were in the 2-2 round and facing elimination. But I think the two sides of that is, one, good competition. You think OG could ever run? Probably not. OG to me is always going to be perpetually a team that in international competition finds themselves in round 4, round 5 and facing hard opponents. Because OG to me isn't a team that wins convincingly. I don't see OG going up and like putting out a worldie where it's like, dude, they look absolutely dominant. And I say that in like the international competitive sense. It's not the style that they have. They're competitive and they will fight, but I don't see them coming in and scoring like 4 goals to nothing or 4 5 goals to 1. I just don't see it. So I think they are going to continuously find themselves in like these rounds, and it's going to be tough. So do I think they're fully capable of making top 8? You better believe it. But I think it depends on matchups. Depends on the, depends on how they're feeling on the day. G2 Gladiators. G2 shouldn't even blink. No offense, Gladiators, even though they've leveled up. And I love the boys on the Gladiators. It's G2. Vitality Chiefs. Same situation. Sorry for Chiefs. I have watched extensive replays of Chiefs, and holy fuck. Like, did OCE get worse? Like, what happened, dude? For some reason, OCE just still fails to play like optimal Rocket League. They don't rotate appropriately. They boom ball like crazy. No one wants possession. Like, it's, I just don't get it. I watch OCE and I just get frustrated. Power has moments and like cohesiveness at times, but like, fuck, it's frustrating to watch. And I think it's just because it's a product of their environment. Like, I don't know. Happy Cock is that major favorite OC. Yeah, I love the OC boys. The OC boys are fucking great. They're always super friendly. They're always really nice. But like, their gameplay frustrates me. And like, it's like the epitome of beast mode when he was talking about Envy. They're not bad. They're just stupid. Like, you guys have the mechanics and you're clearly talented enough to do it. And I don't know if it's just because your environment every single week is like, I don't know if it's just because the environment of which you're in creates bad like habits. And I know playing ranked there is miserable. Like, I used to queue 3s with CJ and Kami and we would shit on kids. And I'm playing with like almost 300 ping, literally on the other side of the world, and we would dominate. And I'm like, why do I look good in these lobbies? That's not okay. I'm like, well, because you hit the ball and you can pass it. And I'm like, cool. like the players over there definitely have the mechanics. It's just they don't use those mechanics in an intelligent way sometimes. And it's just like, what are we doing here, guys? I think it's difficult because they come into these tournaments and it's just like everything is so much faster and so much more polished. And when you're trying to play catch up, I think that's what Power does a really good job of making adjustments, and they've been like that for a long time. Yeah, Milk. We'll do like a TLDR version. The VOD will stay up, so you can always go back and watch this from the beginning, but once we get through predictions, I will cut it down to like a 10-15 minute like, hey, this is my opinions, this is who's making it through, this is what I've got. Just so you don't spend, 2 hours watching this stuff. Juice, appreciate the follow, man. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things left to be desired. To me, this is the first matchup that I'm excited for. I think these are going to be pretty one-sided. Gentlemates and Twisted, I think Twisted does not get enough credit. I also think if they play a really close series, which is endemic to the Gentlemates play style, they could get an upset here and there. But realistically, I would like to say it's 3-1. So I'd appreciate the follow. I think Twisted is a lot better than people want to give them credit for. But that said, they pale in comparison to Falcons. If you guys don't know, Falcons should be on your radar as like a top 3 to win. Falcons is very good. And while Twisted has shown competitive moments at times, I think them playing against other competition might be a little bit upsetting. Up next, we got Furia and OG. I do think this is winnable for OG, but I'm going Furia in 4. I think OG, the reason why I'm so excited for this one is you're basically looking at OG, who has a very good absorbing pressure, counterattack heavy. They have been bringing it to the midfield significantly better and applying that, lockdown offense. But their defense is OG's strength. OG is so good at defense. Furia is full send. Furia will continue to play offense. They will continue to send the house. And out of the gate, it suits Furia extremely well. Furia, for whatever reason, does not regress on LAN. The issue is Sam defense usually is pretty bad. And while it's made improvements over the years, and we saw a lot better offense and defense mixture when Furia and Complexity came to NA, there was something about South America that just overcommits. And it's been like that for a really long time. Gio, appreciate the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, I think Furia is going to continue to have some solid offense. Sounds good, Mom. I think they're going to continue to play aggressive. I think they're going to, I wouldn't be surprised if Furia goes 3-1 or 3-0. It just depends on who they get in this round. But Furia is a good team. I think they're a very good team. Just know realistically that there is going to be a point where a more cohesive team on offense and defense will beat them. I see at best Furia making top 4. Anything past that, I just don't see them winning. How's the day going, Gio? So, chat, if you guys don't know, I got sunburnt to shit. If you guys haven't seen the last few streams, I look super fucking tan. It's because I was sunburnt. And now I'm at that peely stage, and it's very annoying. Hey, appreciate the kind words, Gio. Good to have you. Thanks for supporting the YouTube and coming over to the Twitch stream. We stream on YouTube as well now, so either or, whatever you prefer. Oxygen Power, I think, is a fun one. Put on sunscreen. I do. You understand, I'm pretty much translucent light. I am your stereotypical Midwestern. I am pale. Don't let the tattoos fool you. I'm very pale. But when I go outside, I get burnt a few times, and then it goes into tan. So we're tan at the moment. We'll see if it sticks. Any big teams missed out on this major? I mean, K-Corp. I can't say Rebellion with confidence considering they've shown it once. Like, Rebellion has performed underwhelmingly so, it's like throughout the entire season. For them to make one event at the tail end to me just kind of feels eh. You could say the same technically about Oxygen, but at least Oxygen has proven consistency in some of their results. I don't know. But yeah, I have Oxygen probably winning this one 3-0. I don't think this is going to tell the full story. I just think Oxygen is... showed up once and lost to OG. Yeah. So, I think this game is going to be a lot closer than a 3-0 shows, personally. The tiebreaker match was insane. Yeah, it was really fun. Tiebreaker match was really fun. It's not just Joyo. I think Joyo, Archie, and Oski all play very well on LAN. I think they've been trending in a really positive direction, and while they're still getting beat out, and I don't see them ever beating like the BDSs and stuff, I do think they can be competitive, and maybe LAN will be that equalizer, because I think BDS usually performs worse on LAN, at least historically in the last year. Then again, you look at Worlds last year and you're like, maybe not. But you're missing a lot of key pieces on mates now. Alf and Swift, appreciate the falls, guys. But yeah, I think this game's going to be a lot closer than 3-0 will show. Power to me is probably going to lose early and then make good adjustments and probably get round 5 and then lose anyway. It's usually how it goes. Falcon Space Station, probably the match I'm excited for most in the first round. Unfortunately for Space Station, I think they're going to lose it. I think Falcons is arguably, without a doubt, a top 2, top 3. Like, they've been consistent. They're super competitive. Their roster, to me, doesn't really have too many flaws. Like, Falcons is just a really good team. What's up, Vincent? I think Falcons is incredible. We knew they were going to be good on paper, but they have shown that they do not falter. I could see this also going 3-2, but I'm trying to give Falcons a better game differential for matchup reasons. Measly, appreciate the follow as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Appreciate all the follows today, chat. But yeah, I think between these two, I think it's pretty dang close. On whether it's 3-1 or 3-2. I would like to believe it's 3-2, but I'm choosing to lean more into a bolder result because I always go like 3-1, 3-2 to make it simple, to make it easy. I don't know. Round 1 of Copenhagen was, I think, very telling, where like there wasn't a single game 5. So I'm going to assume we continue to have a convincing round 1 and then things change from there. The other difficulty with doing these predictions, and by the way, chat, for everybody who's following, again, greatly appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I will be doing live predictions. So the only thing I'll probably keep is my round 1. But then I will track my predictions after every single series. So I'll be doing watch parties Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be locked in this weekend. Come hang out with us. I'm pretty sure we have drops enabled, so you guys can earn RLCS rewards, all that kind of crazy stuff. But I'm going to show you hopefully more accurate predictions as we see. So like based upon eye test, based upon watching the matches and knowing what's going on, I will then make, after every single series, more accurate predictions to move forward. So these are just really tough to do without seeing any actual results, you know? So. Heroes and Lawler watch party. God, I wish I could do the same. There's no race this weekend either, right? Is there? 6 days? Is the Spanish GP this weekend or next weekend? Yeah, we got a Spanish GP on Sunday too. And they're out in Barcelona right now, aren't they? Yeah, we got this. We got the Spanish GP this weekend on Sunday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wonder if they get banana bread. Genji trending downwards, and if so, will they lose to Sam too? So, I think yes. Only if you don't crash your teammates. That would honestly be a pretty big incentive for me. If I'm a driver and they're like, hey, bro, we got banana bread, but you can only have it if you don't bump your teammate and play like a greedy little bitch, I'd be like, all right, fine. So, Genji to me lately, based upon what we've seen, has not looked great, has faltered early. Mentally, I have a little bit of concern. First killer hasn't really been involved as much. I think there is some mental issues going on with Genji and they're lacking a little bit of confidence. Now, with that said, in contrast, I would like to assume that Chrome and the guys are working hard. They're discussing things. They're having the tough conversations. And I feel this going in one of two ways. Either Genji struggles and does not make top 8. Or they have a falter in the beginning, it wakes them up, they lock in, and they do better. I could see them going 1-3 or 2-3. Or I could see them going 3-1 or 2-3. Somewhere in the middle doesn't make sense to me. Now, with that in mind, depending on what Genji gets in round 5, if they go to round 5, it's not going to matter, right? I could see them getting like an easier matchup in round 5 and being like, oh yeah, we never lose these. Because realistically, I don't see Genji losing to some of the teams that are going to be in that area. It just depends on the way things go. So, the reason Secret is my dark horse team, as you guys have heard me talk about, I think Secret as a team is a lot better than people want to give them credit. In their first split for Major 1, they were in the exact same situation as Space Station, where they went to quarterfinals every single time and they lost to the top dogs. They lost to Furia every single time. So, Fury or Complexity. I think they figured their shit out. They looked really, really good this split. And while it obviously comes down to the wire, Secret to me is a really good team. I don't think people give KV1 and those guys much credit. I don't think people really pay attention to them. But to me, the midfield presence of Secret is very dangerous. And I've seen them also historically start a little bit slow. But I think teams will continue to take them lightly, which is problematic. Like, Secret's good, man. Secret's very good. To me, they're my dark horse team. I could see them making a top 8. So I'm gonna do it just for upset potential, just to have at least one to give us a little bit more of a unique bracket. But I want to choose to believe in Secret. These two matches are the ones that I'm interested. Okay, maybe not. Maybe these. This one because I want to see if Power is going to live up to the expectation I have for them. This one to see if there is as big of a gap in Falcons as I think there is. And this one to see, like, hey, am I right to think positively about Secret and have some concerns about Genji? I still think Genji can probably win this 3-1. I really do. But we're deciding to go the other way. I think Sam is the first minor region that has a good chance of 2 teams in the top 8. I'd agree. I mean, they did it last year too at Worlds. Or was that 2 years ago? 2 years ago they did that. They did that in 21-22. And they played each other, I think. I don't think Sam classifies as a minor region anymore. I do. NADU are your 2 mainstays. But until those other regions get the same love and attention, they're considered a minor and or expansion region. That's a tough matchup for Secret. I can see them taking a game knowing BDS. G2 Falcons first round. I'm a GOAT. I predicted and set this up perfectly, all according to plan. This is the one match I want to see more than anything. I want to see G2 and Falcons play so desperately bad. And if we get it round 2, I think I did the same thing last time as well. And we still didn't. I want to see G2 and Falcons play because if I gotta listen to Johnny Boy one more time show his bias, Jokes aside, I think he's been pretty accurate in some of his predictions. But like, I want to see these two play. I want a head-to-head result. I want to know. Links, exclamation point spreadsheet. Should pull it up for you. You just got to make your own copy. 2 Sam top 8 has never happened, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it happened in 21-22 World Championship at Dickey's Arena. I'm almost positive because I'm pretty sure they played each other. I mean, I was there. I didn't get to watch the match because I was too busy doing a meet and greet. I thought they did at Dickey's though. No, it was lower bracket semis. That's right. It was this one. And it went to 7. It was crazy. That's right. That's right. Really good series though. I mean, yeah, Stockholm, they played each other and Falcons swept. And I'm talking about this year, guys. I don't give a shit about previous years. I want this year. I want to see what this Falcons team does against this G2 team. Yeah, Club Furia. Yep. Yep, he was right. So in this one, I have a tough time deciding who I go with. G2 struggled in groups last time, but they've found ways to win. Falcons to me, I think, is really, really good and has proven that out of the gate they come swinging. I mean, the Falcons only lost to K-Corp and Gentlemates. Will I be at the major? No. It's too expensive. Oh yeah, personally, I have nothing against Johnny. Like, Johnny's top 10 lists are slight bait at times, but ooh, these are tough. I think we do this. This one oh gosh, that's tough. Actually, I could see Gladiators getting a game. That's a really good matchup too. Shit. That'll be very telling. What's up, Avocado? Let's do a coin flip. Coin says 3-1 Falcons. I think this will be our first game 5. I'm excited for this one. Oxygen 3-0. I don't think you're right on that one at all. This one I have a hard time predicting because I don't know what Gentlemates we're going to get. I think Oxygen has an easier matchup. Gentlemates plays a little bit tougher at times. Ooh. Booty, is that you? Not even close. You think I have bangs? You crazy? You think I like to run miles? Fuck that. Oxygen, perfect swap mates in qual 6. I get that, but there's regression on LAN. No, the guy who said Oxygen 3-0. Gotcha. So, my thought process in this chat, Oxygen hasn't played in a major in a while. Obviously a different team. I think Archie is better on land. I think Joyo's better on land. I think Oski's better on land. You hear me talk about this. At the same time, usually gameplay regresses a little bit, and that fields into Gentlemate's playstyle. Gentlemate's is really good challenges, really good at reading the field. Spatial awareness is really, really solid. They play close series, toe-to-toe, one-goal games. Now, I don't think Gentlemates is going to get away with playing close games like that again. I don't foresee Gentlemates getting away with being like every game is a one-goal game. I just don't see it happening again this time. But I still have a really tough time of them not getting their due credit. Like, Mates is fucking good. To me, all three of the players on this roster are world class on land. So to me, this match is, it's very difficult to pick. I don't know, man. Like, there is some similarities between Mates coming into this compared to last split as well. Like, between the two, right? Like, look at the same thing, man. Mates came in as an underdog. They were faltering a little bit online. People didn't think they were that great. Hey, you're clearly the 4 seed, this, that, and the other. And then they play this super clean, very methodical, controlled base game. Hey, we're going to win in the midfield. We're going to play really intelligent on ball. And like, dude, I don't know. Still going to be calling them frauds after they win Worlds. I don't care. I don't know, man. I think Itachi is one of the best players in the world. That man on ball is like, if you never get the chance, pull up some replays of Mates when they're playing really well and just watch Itachi's POV and watch him win every fucking challenge. It goes exactly where he wants it to. He places it perfectly. Like, it's so good. But I've also been gushing about watching Oski and Joyo play together. Like, I have a really tough time predicting this one. I'm going to go with my gut and say probably, if it's a close one, Mates. If it's close, 3-2 Mates. If it's not close, 3-1 Oxygen. That's how I would go. But I'm going to go with Mates. I'm going to go with Mates. On land, I'm going to go with Mates. I think Oxygen's good, but not quite there yet. Oxygen, to me, gets really scary in quarterfinals. Like, Oxygen's a team, as Oxygen plays more and more in a competitive environment on land, I become terrified of them. Like, if I'm a team, I want to play Oxygen and Swiss as early as possible. If I'm going to go up against Oxygen, give me a round 1, give me a round 2, get it out of the way. But if I play them round 4s, round 5s, if I play them in quarterfinals, I'm not happy about that. I don't want it. Because as they get more reps in, Archie's only going to get better. Twisted versus Power, I think, is a lot closer than people are going to think. I don't think Power's as bad as everybody wants to believe. I also just don't have enough info on Twisted. How did Twisted look this split? Let's take a peek. I want to see how they did this split. I know it was just, hey, we ran into Falcons. That's pretty much how it went. They lost to Falcons in Swiss. Close matches against Bravado. They lost to Anything and Vision. That's not a good look. But still got through Bravado. Okay. Went to 5 against 404 error. What the fuck? And then they 3-0'd in Swiss. They had the most Mickey of runs to make top 8. And then they got to play Oreo again, and then they played Rock. Guys, I honestly think that Power could win this. I could honestly see Power winning this. They won in Saudi E-League against Falcons, by the way. Yeah, and then they lost in the reverse sweep. They went to lowers after they got 3-0'd by Falcons in uppers, dropped to lowers, and then made it back, won 4-2, and then lost again 4-1. Saudi E-League didn't even have that great a competition. Like, realistically, the best teams were Mines, Bravado, and Falcons. Nothing against Ranger, Castle Black, or R8, but appreciate it, Devin. I think this one could definitely go to 5. It'll probably go to 4 though, in a close one. Johnny and Life, very appreciate the follows, by the way, guys. Oh yeah, I'm sure Falcons took it lightly and was like, oh shit, we should probably, you know, do the thing. And then they did. I think Fury beats Vitality round 2. I don't. I think your favorites right now are my top 4: BDS, Vitality, Falcons, G2. That's my top 4 right now. The reason I'm so, like, I'm debating so heavily on these because I know it makes a difference for the rest of the bracket. Pick Falcons over G2? Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Do I think Mina 2 is better than OCU 1? And I think historically the answer is no. I'm going to go Power. I'm going to go Power. What happens if I do 3-1 here? Change anything? Well, unlucky for you, Power, for winning, you get G2. Ouchies. BDS Falcons, stats hype as shit. Vitality mates, spooky. For the number 1 seed, I'm actually pretty happy with that playing out the way it does. Lawler's going rogue. Manipulating from the shadows, dude. Do you have SSG over Genji in general? No. I still think Genji's the better team. It's just they're going through some stuff right now. Yeah, I really like this fight though. BDS Falcons, huh? Falcons has had the tougher competition and still won. It's the downfall of Mina being a low seed is they got some really tough matches coming in, dude. Cody, appreciate the follow, man. Also, shout out to Cody in chat for making the spreadsheet again. Happy to see you carrying on the torch, man. All right, so that's what I've got for round 3. Let's talk about it. Falcons over BDS. I have had a hard time believing on BDS on LAN. I think when it comes to pressure and everything else, when things don't go the right way, BDS has shown that they falter due to mental issues of a certain player. And while I like what Drawley has done a lot, and he has proven to me that as a player, like, this isn't pressure though. The chance to go and get the #1 seed overall, that's a lot of pressure. #1 seed overall, you're playing literally the worst team coming out of Swiss. Top 4 almost locked in. Yeah, it's a big fucking deal. Falcons, I think, has had better competition coming through. Also, from what I've heard behind the scenes, Falcons is looking arguably the best right now. Many people have stated that, like, Falcons looks really fucking good. BDS is up there as well. To me, this is your 1-2. These teams are fighting for the #1 spot. BDS are more consistent now. I mean, we've seen that BDS before, though, where BDS has shown consistency and then faltered. I don't know, man. I think it could go either way. Again, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Both teams in online play have shown excellence. Like, I don't know, man. I'm going to choose to believe in Falcons. I'm going to tell you guys all right now. Why 3-1 and not 3-2? I think when Falcons gets going, they're really good. And I think when BDS starts to dip behind, they struggle. Yeah, in a BO5, it's a coin flip. In a best of 7, I think it still goes to 7. 7 or 6. Like, it's going to be a good match. Falcons lost 3-0 to Mates. Did you look at the scoreline in that series? 1-0, 2-1, 2-1 with 2 OTs, one being almost 5 minutes. Could have easily been a different result. A goal goes the other way. All of a sudden, they're going to 4. Falcons bounces back. Now they're going to 5. Now nobody considers a 3-0 a big deal. You're also playing against Mates, who took everybody to 1-goal games and was arguably one of the best spatial, like, challenge-heavy teams in the world. Like, that went on to win the entire thing. Freeze NA dub. Bradley, I hate to break it to you, man. NA probably isn't winning shit for a while. G2's our only hope. Vitality Mates. I'm going to choose to believe in Vitality's offense. I've talked with Ferry. I've talked with Alpha a little bit. There's definitely some emphasis on being a bit more aggressive and being a bit more assertive in play. And against Mates, you have to do that to win. Mates are going to make you work for it, but if you can push past that, which I think Vitality is capable and they're familiar with it, I think on LAN, I don't think Mates is going to get away with what worked so well previously. Now, I would like to assume Mates evolves and gets better, but stylistically, Mates has a really good floor, and their peak is there. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the play from Juicy in that 2v2 tournament, but guy won a midfield ceiling challenge, reflipped into a demo, caught it, passed it, got an air bump or something. Like, it was fucking insane. Like, again, like, mates are really, really good. I'm very interested to see how this playstyle goes. I think mates could 100% find themselves back in the conversation of like a top 4 and more. Why do you think Falcons are so deadly? Because they have not shown flaw. Like, they've been perfect in their own region, and when they come into international competition, they're going toe-to-toe against some of the best in the world. That level of consistency I respect. I think on paper, they have everything you could ever want. The more I think about it, I kind of want to go Gentlemates now, but I'm just gonna stick with I'm gonna stick with what I have. G2 Power, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. Even if G2's having an off day, I don't see them faltering to Power. Power makes too many mistakes. G2 should win that pretty convincingly. Oxygen OG, I think Oxygen is about to show why EU better than NA. As much as I like Oxygen and OG both, to me, OG, like, let's say this about OG. OG did not look good last time in international competition. I think Nolly played way less than what I expect out of him. Like, Nolly had a really bad major. I don't foresee that being the same case. I think Calm has been putting in a lot of time and emphasizing like his involvement. So I'd be very interested to see how that one plays out. But I'm gonna choose to believe in Auction. I think they're the better team. Fury over Gen G. I talked about this. You've decided yourself before you discuss creates a dynamic of discussion that is not conducive towards efficient discussion. I don't care. I think Furia offense is going to be better than what I've seen out of Gen G lately. This one is like, this result entirely is based upon what I get out of Gen G here. Like, if Gen G's losing to Secret, I can't see them beating a Furia. That's basically my mentality towards it. So, I don't know what Gen G we're going to get based upon the talks that I've had with people. There's been some good, there's been some bad. But I can only take scrim results with so much. But I think Gen G's been going through some mental stuff. They're trying to make some adjustments about what their team can be. Whether they're receptive to it or not, that's all a different story. But if I'm Gen G, like, being completely honest, like, if I'm Gen G, obviously we want to go out, we want to go to the major and prove that the efforts we're putting forth are good, just to build some confidence. But my goal is not Major 2, it is Worlds. Like, if I'm Gen G, we can have all the faltering in the world. You can exploit the shit out of us and tell us exactly what we need to fix and where our flaws are. Because at the end of the day, as long as we show up for the World Championship, I do not give a shit. My goal is to show competency and to show competitiveness at the major. But I want to be world class, ready to go when World Championship hits in 3 months. Square, he's just bantering, dude. He's good. Secret Space Station. I think Space Station's just the better team. Genji should make top 8 though. We'll see, man. Depends on who they get in round 5. Because, like, let's call it this way, right? Welch. So we'll have them win here, right? Their only wins are against Gladiators and Mobula. So, like, who do they get in round 5? Can you say convincingly that you consider them a favorite? We don't know, right? But I do think Space Station's better than Secret. I think Secret's a Dark Horse team, but I think Space Station is a team that we've been waiting for a long time to see on majors. I think they are clear number 3 in NA. I think they play style wise are a little too reliant on LJ. I have some concerns about shooting accuracy issues that I've seen previously on LAN. But I do like Hoxer a lot. I think Hoxer played quite well and should be commended for it. But I'm excited to see how Space Station performs on LAN. Last time we saw them, they made top 8 in Germany, I think. Space Station number 2 in NA right now. I think if we're going current power rankings, I could agree to that. Fury, I might agree. I think it goes both ways, though. There's times when he's been a world maker. He's the complete difference in that team being successful or not. But a lot of it does fall on his shoulders, I would agree. But like we saw the same situation with like even G2 when G2 is faltering. If Atomic wasn't having literally perfect placement on his shots, G2 doesn't make top 8. So it's tough, man. When people say, hey, it's Swiss, you got plenty of lives, this, that, and the other. There's still a lot of pressure, dude. There's still so much pressure. It's scary, man. Got a lot of Eminem on the playlist. I still remember when they did this song with Eminem was getting like a bunch of shit for being homophobic and whatnot, and then he and Elton John did a collab at the awards show. I think Space Station and Jobless are pretty similar teams. I would consider Space Station more similar to like a Oxygen type of Ascendance. Playstyle wise, I think it's a little bit different, but they try to recreate similar situations. Like if one team not making Worlds should stay together, it should be Jobless. They look strong, even losing a few things could be massive for them. Yeah, I just think it's difficult to even consider staying together when you look at what all the differences are for next season and what could be capable. Falcons been off lately. I hope they find their stride in London. I don't know if you can say they've been off though. Like, they might just be chilling, you know? Like, them losing in Saudi E-League could just be them like, hey, this isn't that serious. This is the first event in a long time where we haven't had to, like, bust our ass. So let's relax. And then as soon as they lose, they're like, all right, fuck, time to lock in. And then they shit stomp Twisted Minds, you know? They have had some hiccups, but I wouldn't be surprised if the young kids have a bit of complacency. Potentially a 7-month off season. It's hard to stay together when you have no org. No org and no events announced. Yeah. You think TRK is the best on Falcons? I have a hard time picking who's the best because they all have their moments. Like Rawas sometimes is just like a complete freak and goes crazy. Clears by all means has done some special things. Sometimes he gets overshadowed, but I think that's what makes him better is he takes the pressure off of him. And then TRK is just world class. He's so good. I think it's between Rawas and TRK, if I had to guess. But all three players are very talented. Yeah. Very well rounded. I'd agree with that, Axis. It's a really good team. As for Twisted over Mobula, I think Twisted may falter against Mobula because Mobula does still have a bit of competition, but Twisted should win that. And then Chiefs Gladiators. I don't think people realize that Gladiators is still like a pretty solid team. You know, as much hate as Mobula gets, Gladiators has though Virtuoso and Max. Like, Thomas is not bad. Virtuoso has definitely leveled up his gameplay. He no longer just demos all the time. I could 100% see this being a very similar to Elevate taking down G1 type situation. But I don't have much confidence in OCE too, if I'm being honest, guys. And that sucks because I love the guys on the team. I love LBP. I think they've made some good adjustments to make it back and beat out some of the teams. But I think OCE 2 has been pretty rough this year. Who is G1? They were the team that lost to the APAC region last year at Worlds. They were also going through some pretty rough stuff. You say that, bruh, but as someone who literally managed that team at Worlds, you can see after I talked with them. So I arrived and gave them something to consider, and I have a lot of respect for those players because of the shit that they went through. I'm not here to disparage anybody's name in particular about why that team was acting the way they were, but I will commend the guys on making the mature decision to not do some of the things they wanted and to lock in and prove that they are still capable of things. If that team had, how do I say this? If that team had different circumstances presented to them, if that team had different circumstances presented to them, they easily could have made top 8. Do you think V1 is better than G2? Not even close. You thought they weren't making Worlds and scrumming new players? Sure did. Sure did. Yeah, they were playing without Oli, weren't they? I mean, I wouldn't say EU peaked, and it just looked like shit. And anybody who watches this channel knew, like, we knew both EU was going to dominate in spring as well as Worlds. Like, there's no reason not to believe in it. The win is good, but it's a bit iffy. I mean, you say that, but at the end of the day, they still won the match in front of them, you know? And like that same G1 team that lost to Elevate was capable of beating Oxygen, and I forget who else they beat, but they won 2 series and they had a chance, and then they went up against Moist and lost, and they should have won that series. But Joyo hit the craziest setup with that backflip into flip reset I've ever seen. It was incredible. We appreciate the follow, man. Until you win NA win something, how can you bet against EU? Exactly. Like, I think statistically, when you look at stuff, while I think G2 is NA's only hope, realistically, like, I think if G2 doesn't win it, no one does. There's a lot of pressure and expectation on them. But, like, historically, NA has had fielded some solid teams and then lost to the best team, which is European. It's always happened. You too, Clean. How are you doing, man? Oh, you are, Devin. I still think Oxygen could beat M8. Oh, me too. Me too. I think they're fully capable of it, but it's also why we have it going to 5. What's Turbo up to now? I don't know. All right, round 4. OG Power is going to be a lot closer than people want it to be, but I think OG wins that. Secret Twisted. Ooh, I'm going to go... Do I think Sam 2 or Mina 2 is better? Ooh, that's tough. Sam 2 or Mina 2, huh? I think Sam 2 is better. I'm going to go 3-1. I believe G2 is the only NA team to win. However, if they face Gen G in quarter semis, I think Gen G will beat them. I mean, that's what happened last time in Swiss. Wait. We need this for tiebreakers. Why did G1 stay with their org? Because they felt like if they didn't, they weren't going to get paid. Or they were being fed false promises. Like, again, it's tough without actually knowing what the players are going through. I know because I talk to them and manage them, but I'm not here to air dirty laundry, even though I'm not under NDA. Would that cause a tiebreaker? Oh my god, that would. That would cause a tiebreaker for Worlds, yeah. Do we not think Mobula won't beat OCE teams or APAC? I don't think they're going to get the chance, Legendary. Wouldn't that force a tiebreaker? We need Secret versus TM in 1-2. No, that's brutal. What would that do for Twisted? It'd put them behind. That's tough. KC not make it? No. KC needs Oxygen to not make top 2 to go to Worlds. I don't think he needs new teammates. I think there's a chance that they maybe swap out Redocin. But Redoucin's super important to the success of that team as well. Like when he's playing well, it's felt very much so. Have Twisted win, so Secret goes to a tiebreaker. And Secret goes to a tiebreaker. I just don't see Secret losing it, though. Big problem is who do you replace with Redocin? Depends on what's available during the offseason. There's going to be a lot of talent that becomes available. You can also look at, you know, maybe Jorius comes back. Maybe you see them give a chance to, like, Nas or something. You know, if those guys come back. You never know. Again, it just depends on who's available, chat. We're going to know more as teams, you know, disband or split apart or, you know, whatever it is. Right? Again, if Twisted was to win this and they force tiebreakers, that's pretty hype. But chat's alive today? Yeah. People are just ready for the major. Chat, I asked this before we started, and I'm curious now that there's a lot more of you. Who do you have winning the major? If you had to pick one team to win, let me know in the chat. I'm curious on where people's biases are right now. Optic. That's who you got? You got Optic? A lot of G2s, a lot of BDS, a lot of Falcons, a lot of trolls. Seems like a pretty good mix. Like my top four is Falcons, G2, BDS, and then like one of the other EU teams. Whether it be mates, whether it be Vitality, you know. I think it's gonna be tough. Hi Wakanza, appreciate the follow, man. Sorry if I butchered how to say that. But again, chat, like, based upon these teams, based upon the offseason, based upon the people that are available, there's going to be a lot of really talented players that who knows if they're going to stick or not, right? Like, who knows what's going to happen with Luna Galaxy? Who knows what's going to happen with Jobless? Who knows what's going to happen with the M80 roster? Like, there's a lot of international talent that may either be going back. Like, Jorius and Nas have basically stated, hey, we're going back. And I would like to see those two stick together, but it's like, okay, you have Nas and Jorius. Who do you pair with that? Right? Does a Chronic come over? Do you have someone like Atomic decide to split and go somewhere else? Do you have... Like, there's a lot of really talented players that you could see form a new team that is 100% capable of making a top 4. Think CRR potentially returns to you? Probably not. Luna Galaxy equals Koi calling it. I don't know about that one, man. Again, I think there's some pretty interesting results that may happen. You just never know. Think Atomic from Luna Galaxy will go to Vitality? Probably not. Vitality, I think, is pretty locked in with having French players. And Atomic is definitely not French. I don't know if Atomic's watching, but I don't think he speaks Baguette. His English is good, though. If I'm a betting man, I think Atomic's going to go pro in TFT. Because that boy is obsessed. I actually don't know if he's playing at all still. It was funny as fuck. When I was managing the guys in Germany, he had a TFT match and they had to go do something. I forget what he had to do. I don't know if they had like meet and greets or whatever, but I had to fill in for his TFT game. And thank God, after never playing the set, we took second. But I would have been like, I would have felt so bad if he was like, hey, we're dominating. You can't really throw this. And it's like, I got last. Sorry. But I don't know. There's going to be some interesting mixings going on. Very interested to see how things play out this offseason. It's got a long time to go. Long time to go, chat. But at the end of the day, you hope all these guys find a new team that they're comfortable with. You know, they find financial support. You know. It just makes it makes the league better for all of us. M80 moved to EU and kept the same team. I mean, realistically, if M80... The difficulty with M80, right? And, like... The issue I have with M80 is they just... I don't know the specifics, right? But, like, if we look at M80 objectively, they took 2 players from Europe and brought them over. Between costs of visas, travel accommodations, hotel or Airbnb or whatever it is, and like those guys were staying at a lot of different places, right? But like you're talking about the cost to have Jorius and Nas play for your team. I'm sure they had additional coaches. They had an analytical coach. They had a sports psychologist, all that kind of stuff. It's like the amount of money alone they put into M80 to not get anything but top 8s. Like, there is some people that need to be under the gun of being like, hey, I gave you everything you could have ever wanted to be successful, and you guys still didn't do it. To me, that's a staffing issue, a coaching issue. There's a lot of factors. To me, like, whoever made those decisions. And, like, I'm hoping for their sake they have a long contract in place. Because if they don't get any buyout money or anything for it, a waste of fucking money. Like, if they didn't sign an extended contract with those guys, like, who the fuck was behind that decision? Jesus Christ. Like, if they didn't sign at least a 2-year. And, like, yeah, they don't have to pay off-season costs if the guys get released, but at the same time, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just more orgs making terrible decisions financially if they didn't do an extended contract. Person, that one's bad. Oof. Anyway, upper side of the bracket. G2 Oxygen, Gentlemates Furia, BDS Space Station. I think Oxygen stick if they don't make Worlds. I don't know. That's a long off season, man. I don't know. I think BDS beats Space Station. That's the only one I feel somewhat confidently in. I think BDS is just the better team. Mates Furia. I would like to say Mates, but Furia's offense might be able to go toe-to-toe against Mates, but I think Mates still just plays a better all-around game and can probably handle. Like, Furia's got credible offense, but I think Mates has no issues challenging and controlling that game. So I'm going Mates. G2 Oxygen. I would like to believe in G2. I'm going to go 3-2. Wow. Oh, it lines up perfectly. Oh, chat, it lines up perfectly. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, it lines up perfectly. I think if Oxygen and Genji play each other, I don't see Genji making... I want to keep Oxygen's storyline alive for Worlds, because if Oxygen loses earlier, to me it just diminishes the product and the excitement. Like, I do think Oxygen is also playing better than Genji is right now. Genji has not impressed lately. What would that mean for quarterfinals? Vitality Space Station, BDS Mates, Falcons Furia, G2 Oxygen. Oh god, what we get? Oh man. Anyone know when Chalked will do their top 24? I have no idea. Slim. These are BO7's chat now. Ooh. I want to assume G2. I think G2 probably in 6. But I've seen an Oxygen on land, dude, and that shit's scary. Oxygen players on land, man. I don't know, dude. This is also a rematch. Ooh, man. I could see Oxygen winning. I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to do that. Sounds good, Bongo. G2 is so disrespected, it's crazy. Why? Having them go to 7 against a team that is arguably going to play better at LAN. To me, it's nothing against G2. It's just I would like, they haven't missed a grand final all season. So you're telling me odds are definitely not in their favor. It is statistically more likely for that to stop happening than it is for it to continue happening. Also, clearly I picked the right things because chat is losing their minds. Also, chat, I have to pee really bad. I'll be right back. Oh my god, I'm peeling so bad. Alright, so now that you guys are done throwing your hissy fit, y'all so angry, Jesus. Realistically, Chad, I do think Oxygen is a very good team. I would like to see them perform better and better at LAN, which I do think they can do. But in my opinion, I think G2, while they have had their faults, still find ways to win. Like, I personally can't feel convincingly towards G2 at times because I continue to see G2 make pretty elaborate issues. Do I think G2 is going to continue to struggle on LAN with like the accuracy issues they have? No. No, I think they're going to clean some of that stuff up. I think they're going to continue to show polish. But let's not be mistaken that like we saw a G2 that almost conceded against BDS and then finally pulled it out. Against Vitality, they basically almost got 1v2'd by Zen alone and needed like Daniel to go and play world class. Like Daniel as a player had to play the best he's ever played. And it's just like, do I think that's going to happen again? Probably not. They won. I get it. But that was fucking 4 months ago, man. Like, it's a different situation. It's the same thing I feel about Gentlemates. Like, Gentlemates to me played all 1-goal games. I don't foresee that happening again and them getting away with it. I don't. I just can't. I can't confidently say if they continue to play like that, they're going to get away with it. So, I think BDS right now has played very, very well. EU's overrated. How is EU overrated? They've won everything. EU continues to shit stomp. And it's... EU wins, dude. That's just how it goes. EU wins. What happened the last time BDS was in London? As if that has any relevance whatsoever to the way teams play. What? Why would that matter? I think it's more likely that one of the EU teams missed top 8 than G2 missing top 4. I don't necessarily disagree with that. But I also hope you guys all understand that this shit doesn't matter. None of these are going to be right, chat. These scenarios will not play out. I hope you guys all understand that. I know confidently that this bracket will not be a thing. It's less than 1% chance happening. In order for this exact scenario to happen, these things need to play. The match differentials and stuff need to be pretty fucking close. So I know that, like, it's probably not going to happen. And that's okay. And I'm totally fine with it. But I'm also very familiar. You're not a fortune teller? I mean, sometimes, Dakota. The odds of predicting Swiss 100% is a 6 to the 33rd power. Holy fuck. Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes. Yes. That's why it's called a prediction. The difficulty about making accurate predictions, chat, the difficulty about making accurate predictions is, like, until you see them play on the day, it's really, like, I don't know what we're going to get out of Gen G. I don't know what Falcons is going to show up. I don't know. Like, I can have assumptions, but let's see how we've done so far. I'm going to pull up my predictions from the last event, and we'll see how we did. Major 2 tiebreakers. Predictions. Rosters. Power rankings. Major 1 predictions. How did we do? Our quarterfinals were K Corp, Furia, Vitality Falcons, BDS Mates, G2, Gen G. How did things go? Gentlemates, BDS, K Corp, Furia, Vitality, Falcons, Gen G. Well, we got... Okay, well, shit. Maybe I do tell the future. While, like, despite the chaos that happened, none of the matches I predicted were the same. These two didn't play each other. These two didn't play each other. These two didn't play each other. These two. Because I didn't think that each EU team was going to be split perfectly. So, like, we got 8 out of 8, but the matchups weren't there. Right? I think I literally tweeted that. I'm like, I predicted for this to happen, but I didn't know how the fuck we got here. So, like, I would like to assume I have a general idea of who is going to make it forward. But when you get top 8, when you have matchup and like it's so difficult, guys. Anyway, let's record this video and then I gotta get into a meeting.
It is Ooh La La Lawler.
Yes, impossible.
Scott, good to see you, sir. Hope you have a good time in London. Have fun if you guys are attending. Who is winning? I would like to go Falcons, but I'm gonna go with a coin flip. That is 1 for BDS. This is 1 for Falcons. 2 for BDS. 2 for Falcons. 3 for BDS. 4 for BDS. BDS 4-2. I will say, though, if BDS makes the grand final, I don't see them losing. Carrot, appreciate the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. BDS either win the whole thing or barely make top 8. I think BDS either wins the whole thing or loses in semis. I would like to assume BDS is a pretty decent Swiss. Have a good night, but keep power in the back of your minds. I won't do it. You can't make me. All right. Fair enough, Blue. Now, chat, we're going to record a video. I need you guys all to pop off when the time comes. Ads are going to be done here in a minute and a half, then we're going to send it. And then I got to get into a meeting at like 4 o'clock. So we got about a half hour. Vitality Falcons is finals. That'd be dope. Falcons favorite would be a bit closer. I don't. I think Falcons can handle the pace of Furia pretty aggressively. And then their understanding of how to work the field is a lot better. If this bracket turns out to be a 100%, can you buy me a crunch bar? No, because all my money is going towards a lottery ticket. If this bracket turns out to be 100%, I'm going and buying a lottery ticket. I don't buy lottery tickets. Clearly something's up. The universe is trying to tell me. The reality is if it ends up being 100%, then that means I've used all the luck for the rest of my life. And I'm never going to get lucky again. Blaster ruined Rocket League? How? Pretty much, Flaming. Falcons losing to M80 doesn't affect your view of them. Why would it? They played in a 2v2 tournament without their full roster. Has nothing to do with RLCS. You guys are really criticizing Blast and coming into a league with 2 months time to plan an entire season. Okay. I'm going to trust in a 4-year deal that they make more, like, they have getting rid of a major is very big news for the Rocket League community. And it came after every single player complained about how long the season was and how they had no free time. Maybe they'll find an equal ground in year 2. I don't know. But I'm not about to say that they completely ruined Rocket League because they've been in a production partnership for 6 months. Some major knee-jerk reactions, guys. By all means, I think you have every right to be critical and express your frustrations. But like, my only complaints about Blast is that some of the rules and some of the issues with seeding and stuff like that, it's like, guys, we're in our 14th season. We have every right to be critical. As people who care about the esport and have been watching it for a long time, we have every right to be critical. Because at the end of the day, they're taking on a product that has existed for a long time. And there are some things that are inexcusable that, like, this many seasons in, this should not be happening. Like the seeding mistakes, the frustrations with the format, some of those things, like, guys, we've been doing this for a long time. The region rule change, some of those things I go, guys, this isn't acceptable. You should know this by now. But other than that, short turnaround time, they ran a very successful major. They're learning, they're communicating, they're asking for feedback. They're hiring on more staff to help things out. They've brought some casters back despite it still being over budget. Like, what's the music? This is The Art is Murder at the moment. I don't know, man. I've gotten more communication from Blast in the entire, like, 10 years that I've been covering this fucking game. So, like, I don't know. I say that to an extent. There's some people in place that really give a fuck, and the issue is the public doesn't know it. Everybody bitches about how, like, hey, Psyonix doesn't give a shit, Epic doesn't give a shit. Yet they're the sole the sole funding of every off-season community tournament. Without Psyonix and Epic actually giving a shit, there is no off-season events at all. Like, how do you guys think Salt Mine Underground and all those things came to be? I don't know. Blast isn't mostly supporting Counter-Strike. Did they get rid of Subi? Because I have not seen it. Multiple casters were let go. Subi, Jorby, Corelli, Turtle. They brought back Jorby, Spaceman. Like, multiple were released. Still going to be a Gamers 8. Gamers 8 is no longer a thing. It's called Esports World Cup. Achieves. Yeah. They got rid of like 6 talent. I think they brought back Jorby. Anyway, let's do a video. Let's see if I can find it. Where did it go? Shogun still cast? Yes. Patch review. Everybody say hi to YouTube. I gotta put in lotion after this too. My arms are peeling like crazy. How's it going, everybody? It is Major Week, and the RLCS Major 2 is officially about to get underway. And I figured before we do so, we would put out our 100% totally accurate predictions. Jokes aside, I know these are going to be wrong, and that's okay. We're here to have fun. Also, before we get into those, there is a new bundle for those that do not know. They do have a London exclusive decal. And we actually found out some pretty interesting stuff about this. Number one, it was actually made by a community member. They are a universal decal, and I think it actually doesn't look too bad as it is animated. But on the other side of that as well, we found out from the COO of Resolve, Jeff, said that apparently this was actually talked about and stated that this decal, some of the proceeds were supposed to be going back to the major team for sales. I hope in the future they continue to think about compendium stuff. I don't think this is actually happening anymore, and he expressed some frustration about it. But My hope is that they continue to use community members, which is always cool, to make the decals, and then all proceeds, or at least a large portion, like say 70-30%. I wish 70% of all of the sales money, and they would actually like detail this, would go back to the prize pool and used to fund the events. I think it'd be a cool idea. Hopefully they do that. But with that in mind, we've got our predictions up. We're going to pull those up and we're going to go through this pretty quick. Again, if you guys want to see the more detailed thing, you can always check out the VOD both on YouTube or on my Twitch channel where I talk in detail about this. Also, we're going to be doing a watch party. Unfortunately, I will not be in London for the third time. It's just flights were like $2,500 plus. It's too expensive. I would love to come and meet with you guys, but if you guys join in, I will be streaming all weekend long. We have drops on the channel, so if you want to get rewards, you can. But we're going to do more accurate predictions. These are kind of just a one-shot and hope that they go well, but we will do a round-by-round prediction and track results and stuff like that with you guys in chat as well. So, with that in mind, first round, pretty straightforward. All the high seeds winning, except for the last one. I think your top 4 and your most favorited teams right now, based upon conversations, are G2, Falcons, BDS, and then that 4th spot is up to conversation of a team from Europe, whether it be Mates or Vitality. There is a lot of conversation about what those things are going to look like. My ideology and my thought process has been BDS just trending in a really good direction, and every time I consider like, hey, maybe there's some mental issues, it goes the other way and they continue to find ways to win, which I think is very telling. It's the same thing with G2, where G2 has definitely had some faltering moments, but at the end of the day, they find a way to find the grand finals. Yeah, Daniel or someone has to step up. Accuracy have been a problem, and Atomic starts putting shots away. No matter who it is, someone steps up and they find ways to win. On the other side of that, you see teams, both Vitality and Gentlemates, starting to play a little bit more aggressively. They understand that they need to take risks, and if they don't, they will fall behind. You have to play aggressively and not regress in order to make moves. So glad to see some of those adjustments happening. I think OCE number 2 has a lot to be left to desire. I think if you're ranking teams right now, it's EU, NA, maybe MENA, if you take MENA 1 only into account, and then you start getting into like South America and stuff. But OCE, other than their number 1 seed, has been pretty abysmal. It's pretty rough. So across the board, I think you're going to see Oxygen really step up. I think Oxygen has 3 players on land, just like Gentlemates are world class. I think they look better and better. If I'm a betting person, I want Oxygen as early as possible. I do not want to face them later on in the bracket or in Swiss. I think they're only going to get better. On the other side of that, the only loss, as you guys can see, is Gen G to Secret. Secret is my dark horse, so selfishly I'm going with Secret just for fun there. I also think Gen G's been dealing with some mental stuff. I think their confidence is low. I do not think they feel confident in their team right now, and I'm hoping that scrims and other results build some of that back up while boot camping. But a lot of these teams also came out and started boot camping really late. They only got there like last Thursday on like the 13th and have only been playing for about a week now. So jet lag and stuff I don't foresee really being an issue, but I think Gen G is actively trying to find a way to make sure it's a 3-person rotation. People are playing unselfish and playing for each other, but that takes time to develop. Realistically, if I'm Gen G, even if I bottom out at this tournament, my goal is 3 months from now to dominate at Worlds. That's all I care about. Obviously, we want to have good performances to build some of that confidence, but realistically, if Gen G doesn't play well, so be it. World Championship is our focus. We're just trying to make sure we can figure out our play style and feel confident going into when it matters most. With that said, I'm excited to watch Space Station. I think these 4 matches in particular are very exciting. Mostly, I would say, I want to know what we're getting out of Twisted. I think Fury is going to bring the house, and their offense is probably a little bit better than OG's defense. I think Oxygen, to me, overpowers pretty straightforward. Falcons over Space Station, I think from everybody I'm hearing from, Falcons is looking incredible. They're probably like a number 1, number 2 in most people's minds. And then from there, Secret playing the upset. I don't think people give KV1 and Brad and those guys the best attention, but they should. I think Secret's a lot better than people want to give them. If I'm a betting man, yes, I'm still picking Gen G, but we're gonna go with Secret on this one just for fun. We then get to the next bracket. Secret plays a tough matchup against BDS, which they will lose. G2 Falcons, I have going to game 5. To me, this is the matchup I want to see the most. If you guys watch my predictions for Major 1, I had the exact same scenario play out, where I really want Falcons and G2 to play each other desperately. I have Falcons winning in 5, maybe a bit of a slow start again to G2. Vitality, I have beating over Fury. I think they're a more well-rounded team over Fury's offense. Furia still struggles defensively. For me, they overcommitted a little bit too hard. And then Gentlemates and Oxygen, I think, goes either way. Usually teams regress a little bit on LAN. I'm going to believe in Gentlemates' 50-50 game, in spatial awareness, and the way they lead the ball. Itachi's him. But as time ramps up, maybe we see some different results on Oxygen. Very excited for this series if it happens. Genji bounces back easily against Mobula. Space Station Gladiators. I think Gladiators is probably slept on a little bit. I don't foresee them winning a lot, but I do think Gladiators is leveled up between Though and Virtuoso. Maxu's probably their weakest player per se, but I do think there is a lot more talent on the team than people would like to admit. Outside of that, OG should beat Chiefs. I think Chiefs is... I mean, might as well call them Cheeks instead of Chiefs. No shade, but OC number 2 has not impressed me. I've done deep dive replay analysis on this team as well, and it is rough. It is really rough. I think LBP and those boys have a lot of work to get done. And hopefully, the cool thing about OCE that I've always seen is they are a product of their environment. I think OCE ranked is in a really rough spot, but when they do come over, and I think Chiefs bootcamped a little bit earlier, they tend to adjust and adapt very quickly. Hopefully they see improvement very quickly over time, and a lot of faith in LBP, but Chiefs is not impressed in the replays I've watched. And then Power over Twisted. I think the number 1 OCE is leagues ahead, just like how Falcons is leagues ahead. I could see Twisted winning this as well. Keep in mind some playoff scenarios, which we actually have going in a head-to-head later, which we'll talk about in lowers. But the big 3 are Twisted, Chiefs, Secret, and then obviously the Oxygen K-Corp situation, which we'll talk about too when we get further on. We then go to round 3, Falcons BDS. I'm going to go to Falcons. I think Falcons have been looking spicy. I don't think BDS is getting the same amount of warm-up as Falcons are. I think if Falcons is coming off a game 5er against G2, I feel like they're going to be feeling pretty confident moving forward. Vitality mates, I think could go either way. I'm going to choose Vitality. I think they've been playing quite well. I've been talking with Alpha and Fairy, and I think they've got some things in motion that are starting to create some opportunity. I will say, though, my biggest thing with Gentlemates, and the only reason I'm holding it back against them, is they went to 1-goal games against everybody. Like, it was like 28 and... I forget how many out of their matches. It was insane. While they played perfectly and didn't lose a single series, I, with Gentlemates, do not foresee them going that many 1-goal games again, even though that is kind of conducive of their play style, and getting away with it. I think teams are going to learn to play a bit more aggressive. I think people are more aware of how they want to play. With that said, I think it'll be a close series. They got G2 not conceding over Power. Pretty straightforward there. I think Oxygen offensively and well-rounded. Their aggression probably going to beat OG unless we have a world-class performance. I will say with OG in particular, last major, they played very poorly. And in particular, I think it was Nolly. Nolly had an underwhelming performance. I would not expect that same thing to happen. I expect him to play a little bit better this time around. Fury over Genji. If Genji is conceding, their only match win is against Mobula at this point, while Furia is playing a toe-to-toe against some better teams. I'm going to go Furia while Genji kind of struggles. Realistically, I would assume Genji wins this one, but I'm going with the offensive masterclass. Furia also went 3-0 and played extremely well last time where they beat Genji 3-2. I have Space Station being the better team over Secret. Close game 5, maybe Secret upsets, but I'm going to choose to believe in LJ and Hoxer. Outside of that, I know a lot of people also talked about how Space Station is pretty much set on the precedent of it's up to Chicago. If Chicago's historically missing some of his shots or inaccuracies there, I do like the captain role he takes, but he facilitates. It is make or break, in my opinion. Very interested to see how this one plays out, though. I would like to assume Space Station wins, but could be close. KV1 Bradaboda. Do not underrate them, please. Twisted over Mobula, pretty straightforward. And then I actually have Gladiators with the upset over Chiefs. APAC getting their second series win at a major. Again, I'm not sold on Chiefs. I think Gladiators between Though and Virtuoso have enough to go toe-to-toe. But still close. Still very close. This matchup could be very interesting. Also for Chiefs, they need some pretty big performances in order to make over Pioneers. I don't foresee that happening. After that, we've got BDS Space Station. I think BDS is a better team. To me, they're a top 3. One of the favorites. They've been looking really, really good. Many consider Space Station right now also to be the second best team in North America because of Genji's falters. Whether we get to see that level of Space Station against international competition, I mean, historically, EU is better. I'm going with that. I think Gentlemates will match Furia's pace. between 50-50 game and stuff like that. I think they can handle them. I think they'll be just fine. And then G2 Oxygen, I think, is a lot closer than people want to make it. I think Oxygen, again, is going to ramp up as time goes on. And that'll give still G2 the better team. They find ways to win. They'll do it again here. Gen.G will then go into round 5 with their only wins coming against Mobula and Gladiators, which just gives them a really tough round 5. I have Secret being Sam 2 better than Mina 2. And then OG winning a close one over Power. OG is always going to be that heartbreak or that really close up and down. That's just the way it goes when you have former V1 members on your team. It's just how it feels. And then in round 5, a tough matchup for Gen.G. These actually played out exactly how I want them to. You've got Oxygen going up against Gen.G and winning to keep the storyline against K-Corp alive. Unfortunately for Gen.G, they are going to have a little bit too much heaviness to try to... Mental is going to be in a really rough spot. And I think it's going to be tough for them to dig themselves out of that. I do see a very different result happening if they do get wins here. So I think Gen.G either succumbs to pressure and falls apart, still better than the teams below them, or they go like 3-1 and look okay. It's one or the other. I do know that they've been going close in scrims against some of the top teams, but that's only so much. Furia is better than Secret. Nothing to really talk about there. It's just Furia's clear number 1 in South America. And then Space Station OG, I think Space Station's a better team. I don't know. I think OG will play close and put up a fight, but I would like to see Space Station prove that, yes, we are the better team. Playstyle wise, I think it goes in Space Station's favor too. Captain Canada can only do so much. So that gives you your top 8. Vitality, Falcons, G2, BDS, Mates, Oxygen, Furia, Space Station, which provides us a very interesting top 8. And this is what I have for it. So Vitality, Space Station, I think Vitality is the better team. We're going to go with Vitality on that one. BDS, Mates, I think BDS either loses here and Mates goes on to make another really competitive run, or BDS makes it the whole way. I think BDS with confidence and moving forward is a dangerous team. And we've seen that through qualifiers. Falcons Furia, I think Falcons is a well-rounded team and a very good team. And then we baited people in our predictions against G2 Oxygen. I picked Oxygen to win. And everybody's like, are you crazy? And I'm like, not with how much you guys are reacting. Okay, let me go to the bathroom, come back and fix it. So I've got G2 over Oxygen. While I think Oxygen's good, I think it's a little too late. K-Corp will be going to the World Championship. Unfortunately, Oxygen top 2 is what they have to make. If you guys aren't familiar with the playoff scenarios, Oxygen has to make it to the grand final. The other thing I forgot to mention too, in this series, if Twisted Minds wins here and Secret loses, that means both Twisted Minds and Secret would have a tiebreaker to make the World Championship. That's my thought process. If that happens, I think Secret wins it. But if Twisted was to win and then lose here, then both would be playing a tiebreaker to go to the World Championship, which would be pretty crazy. So both teams need to go to the 2-2 round to make those points up to guarantee. Otherwise, they have a tiebreaker. So minimum 1 series win for both these teams to get those additional points. So with that, I have Falcons just winning. I think we've seen historically from a lot of teams, the teams that lose in Swiss usually end up winning in the other matchup because they know what they need to do to adjust and make wins. It is easier to see a team winning and being like, oh, that's where we made mistakes, let's make changes and progress, than it is the other way around. So that's what we've got. And then I've got BDS. If they're winning through these, then they're going to win this whole thing. I think this could go either way. We did a coin flip. The coin said 4-2 BDS. That's what we go with. But you guys have heard me preach this 1,000 times. If you make quarterfinals, it's anybody's game. If you make quarterfinals, it's a coin flip. How are you feeling on the day? How are things playing out? And on land, in front of a stage, in front of a crowd, in Copperbox, where I expect it to be very loud, it can go anyway. So that is what I have for my predictions. I know they're going to be completely wrong. If you would like to see me make more accurate predictions while these matches are going on this weekend, I will be doing them on a round-to-round basis. I will be watching all the matches actively. I will see based on eye test how things look, how teams are performing, and then I will do a round by round and give you something a little bit more accurately. The last time we did that was with Halfway Dead against his AI learning bot thing, and we were the only one who won. So We predict that at like a 87% or something crazy. So doubt that's going to happen again. But the only reason we got so many wrong last time is because Arsenal was thrown up on the stage. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the event. And if you guys want to tune in, we'll be live, like I said, both on YouTube and Twitch. Come hang out with us. But with that said, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure you guys hit like, subscribe. It helps me out immensely. Any questions you guys have down below. And hopefully we see you in the chat. Peace. Pandy, thanks for coming to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. Alrighty, chat. We have 7 minutes until the meeting, so what I'm gonna do... You thought you were in a video? You were just before editing. The prediction? Thanks, Faisal. Hey, do you guys were in a video, just... I record what's referred to as live to tape. So I'll record it as if it is live, and I can't make any adjustments. If I mess up, I'll go back and fix it. Why do you think Genji is going to suck at Worlds? I don't think they're going to suck at Worlds. I think they might struggle a little bit at Major 2 just due to mental stuff and trying to make adjustments to their playstyle. But I think they're lacking confidence right now. If they get some wins early on in the bracket, then maybe that changes. But right now, I think they're competitive, but I do think they've been struggling. So we'll see. And like, look at qualifier results. It hasn't been good. They're losing in quarterfinals. They haven't won since they won the entire thing in qualifier 4. And since then, they've been top 8. So trying to find a Q and RL, but always vibing. Nice, nice. Hope you've been good. Yeah, we're surviving. We're surviving. Alrighty, chat. I've got a meeting I got to attend with my agency. With that in mind, I appreciate you all coming and hanging out. Thank you for being here. It is greatly appreciated. We will be back all this week. We'll be streaming a lot, grinding ranked, getting ready for the major, talking predictions. If you guys enjoy talking shop about what do you think is going to happen this weekend, that's literally what my streams are going to be. So we're gearing up for the major. We'll be ready to go. But I'm out of here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming and hanging. As always, if you enjoy the content, hit up the socials, join the Discord, go follow and like everything. It's greatly appreciated. But I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will be back same time, same place tomorrow, probably around like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Ready to go. Appreciate y'all.